The way that he instructed Noah to build the ark, the way that he instructed Moses to build the tabernacle, God was in the details. Because if he wasn't, he would have just said, yes, I would like it to be like square and gold, or I just want it to be really, really big, enough to fit, just a bunch of different types of animals. No. He was in the details. That's probably what made Noah seem so much more crazy, because he wasn't just building an ark, but he was just like, no, make that 21 feet. And they're like, John, who are you talking to? Where do you get these instructions from? Noah, you good? Welcome to Storytime with Sirece.
Preview.
And now, let's all welcome your host, Sirece Thomas. Hey guys, hello, welcome in, come on in. Get comfortable, take a seat. I am super excited to be back with you again. It is the last Saturday in October, okay, which is so crazy to me. And it is another story time with Sirece. I mean, 2025 just like flew by. I'm just like, what just happened? Okay, but I'm super excited to be sharing with you on this last Saturday in October, with a really small yet impactful word. You'll see what I did there. We've been thinking about ingredients and next steps and how God will, guide you in a way. And sometimes we push back and we almost try to say to God, well, I think it'll be better if we do it like this. I think we do it like this. And one of the things I want to impress upon us today is that it's the small choices. It is the small, discreet choices. Many times the choices that nobody sees, the things that you don't have to overthink. It's the small choices that make the biggest impact. And those are two things that I want you to really consider in your life as you move forward, is that it's not always making that grand decision. Oh, I'm going to change this. We always go for the big. We always go for the big. We always go for the fast. How can I get it done now? How can everybody see that I've done it? Let's focus on the small choices, the little things that you have no idea the impact. And I'm telling you, God is in the details. Those are the two words I want you to remember: details and impact. Okay, the way that he instructed Noah to build the ark, the way that he instructed Moses to build the tabernacle, God was in the details. Because if he wasn't, he would have just said, yes, I would like it to be like square and gold, or I just want it to be really, really big, enough to fit, just a bunch of different types of animals. No. He was in the details. That's probably what made Noah seem so much more crazy, because he wasn't just building an ark, but he was just like, no, make that 21 feet. And they're like, John, who are you talking to? Where do you get these instructions from? Noah, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless Noah, because I look at so many depictions of the movie and of the story, and I'm always just like, man, Noah, them people is out there clowning you with every good reason, because it's just like, Noah, you good? Not only are you building this ark, but you are in the details of it, right? And that's how some people may look at you as you start to make small choices that people are like, man, that don't really matter. That's what the enemy will try to get you to do. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. But you don't realize how those small choices build up. Okay, he doesn't just tell you to build the tabernacle. He doesn't just tell you to create an ark. He gives you the details, and he is in the instructions for a reason. I love the verse where he says, God cares for you very carefully. God is very careful in how he builds your life. And so the true impact and the true testimony will always be in the details. When I look back on some of my biggest testimonies, it's so great to talk about the great. Like when I think about the birth of my daughter, you got to go back to even how I got conceived, and even before then, I think about things where I'm just like, it was the smallest things. Before I went up to the altar to get prayed over in a service that I wasn't even supposed to be in, it started with someone simply calling my husband to do something. And it might have just been, I need you to be there to just turn the knob up a little bit, because my husband served in audio. And that's what caused me to stay behind in a service that I didn't know was going to have an altar call to be able to lay hands on my womb. And 2 children later, here I am because somebody needed Daniel to turn the volume up just a little bit. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously I'm exaggerating this just a bit, because in the way it's probably even smaller than that, but it's in the details that you get the big impact, the details and the impact. Okay, so whatever it is and whatever walk you're on, however God is moving you in life, do not underestimate what God is tapping on your shoulder about. Okay, because you might say, I don't know, it's not that serious. I don't need to, I already forgave that person. I don't need to do this and take the next step. I don't really need to pray for this person. Oh, I don't really need to I don't need to give them a hug when I see them. Oh, I don't really need to do this. I don't need to, I don't need to pay off $5 off my, $5. I got so much debt. Why would I start with $5? Whatever that thing is, the small choices matter. God is in the details. We know the big blessings are coming, but do not underestimate the impact of the small choices. And that's what I wanted to encourage somebody that needed to hear this today, that you think that you are taking the tiniest steps. You're saying, Lord, if this isn't the definition of baby steps, you see the word baby steps and you just see my picture in the dictionary. Like, how small can we go now? You know what I'm saying? Give me something big, Lord. And he's like, easy, easy. I'm in the details. And the small choices will have a phenomenal impact. And it's because of those small choices that you start to look back and you say, that had to be nothing but God. Because it is nothing but God that was able to make that small choice have a ripple effect to end up here. And it's always, it's so many things involved. There's always so many people involved that they have no clue. And you have no clue that your small choice is a ripple effect for someone else's testimony. So do not underestimate the choices that you make, because someone else is making a small choice, and thank the Lord that they didn't think it was just something so minuscule that they didn't have to do, because it's going to ripple effect and it's going to have an impact on a big blessing that's coming your way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have no idea the impact of your choices, especially the small ones. And the verse says, if you will only be faithful with the small, I will bless you with bigger. He wants to know that you will follow him in the little things so that he can bless you to make the bigger decisions down the road. So I hope somebody receives something from that. Do not shy away from those small choices. God's got you. He's in the details and he cares for you carefully. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you back again next Saturday with another Storytime with Sirece. Bye, guys.